YouTube fans, here again, and I figure why not? Who do you call? The Equalizer. That's right, episode 6, series 1 of The Equalizer. Why not? This one, it's alright. It's not the best ones, but I didn't mind it for what it was. And not only that, you get to have Paulie in it. No, who I'm on about Paulie. Think of the Wacky films, Asians, brother. Been in loads of things. Sad to say, I know the actor's sadly no longer with us, may rest. But yeah, he's in the episode of The Equalizer. When you think about it, he didn't already do films. I do remember he also played a role in Miami Vice as well. But yeah, he plays like a sort of a deadbeat father. He's down on his luck. You feel for him. People say he's a down and out. He almost gets into a fight. He has a mate, and I'm not sure actually if he's family member or not now, but I'll just say a mate. And he's trying to steal something. He gets shot, his mate that is, and he dies. And then you get the date start up of the Equalizer theme. I'm not going to do it. I've done it loads of times. So then basically he's down on his luck, and the son of the dad meets the Equalizer. He asks for help. And it always makes me laugh about the Equalizer because I'm thinking, does he do it for a hobby? Does he do it for a hobby? Does he do it because he likes doing it? Is it the gains or? Because I'm always assuming the Equalizer must do it for a profit. You think about it, he's risking his fucking life and everything, but he never seems to be getting any money. But he offers to help this lad out, and again, it has two stories. He's helping this old woman. People think she's senile because she thinks someone's trying to break into her house, into a flat. It's a double bedroom flat. And so halfway through the episode, he owes something, and I always think all the way through it, he owes some ornaments or something like that, but it's not. We find out halfway through the episode that's not the case. So, the other episode, they're slapping him around, they adopt the main man, the Equalizer. There's bits here and there I've almost forgotten. There's a bit where this big guy's trying to beat up the Equalizer, and I love the bit where he knocks him down the stairs. And that's when he meets our mate. But again, he gets pissed, he gets adopted by the bad guys. Before all that, he's talking to this guy, his old guy. You got the idea that he's a bit like the Mafia, but not the Mafia, And like I said, he adopted our mate being Paula. And he Equalizer says, right, I'll do you a deal. I'll give you the stuff for an exchange. So they go for it. And just like the other ones I've talked about before, he just made man-made dad sits. I like this little dad sit he uses. And I like the dad sit he uses on the doors when he does to break into that old woman's house. It sets some sort of an alarm off that goes to the Equalizer. I like the Equalizer. You can always tell he comes in at the nick of time. He must have a beam up button like in Star Trek. I'm serious, he must have a freaking beam up button. Because he knows every episode he'll turn up at the last minute. He could be in another part of the country. Someone's in shit. Bob comes the Equalizer. But I went with it. It's an episode. And so, like I say, he makes this little dad set. And the bad guys go in. And it locks this metal door. He tells our mate to jump in water. The cops, and one of the cops who's in most of these, get the bad guys. Some of them get shot. Again, you don't see blood because it's TV through, but you got the idea some of them have got shot. Our mate comes out, a fogman saves him, and you find out that the things what they thought was jewellery, the things what you thought was pottery, was actually duns. And I'm thinking they got all the way just for duns. These are like, fucking sort of like the Mafia family, people who deal with drugs, deal with armour, and they've got all this over fucking duns. But again, it's a series, I went for it. And I almost forgot, the lad, he's doing like singing, he does a bit of like opera, la 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 la, won't do the rest. And I do love the story where he tells the people about, remember rightly, about his son, the Equalizer, he's let his son down and so on, and that's why he's helping him. So I don't know how that little touch to it. Now I get to the old woman story. There's a guy halfway through what was giving the Equalizer attitude. And it turns out the Equalizer's hidden in. The bad guy tries to break in. The Equalizer outsmarts him, and he gets caught. Then halfway through the episode, you've got what's in the sun doing opera, and he disappears halfway through. He walks off. End of that episode. So what I was going to say is end of that episode. But again, I didn't mind it for what it was. It was an episode. So this is one of the reasons why I never ever liked the film versions, because in this, all the way through, he only shoots when he needs to shoot. He also has to dodge violence. He buys by the book. He has cops. He has bobbies to turn up in the nick of time to deal with the baddies. So I got the Equalizer. In every episode, I got the Equalizer. And in this, I definitely get the Equalizer. Hands down, I get the Equalizer straight away. I think Edward Woodward still plays a good role, saying this is still Series 1. And like I say, it's the 6th series. And I liked it. As I say, I like the actor. May he rest in peace. I always remember him in the Rocky films. I always remember him being the stunt bad dad in the horror film, Annabelle 2, The Possessed. I remember him being a perfect sort of character in one of the episodes. I already just said it, Miami Vice. Been in loads of things. And in this, I mean, yeah, he's a deadbeat, he's a down and out, but how I look at it is, he changes his ways. Thanks to our main man, being the Equalizer, he sees the error of his ways. You can get the idea he's now going to change. He's going to be a better man, a better father, and so on. And I like that. How I look at it. I look at it as salvation. Fucking hell, I'm coming out a big word. But he does. I look at it as salvation. It's a man who's lost his way, down on his luck. Yeah, he's done bad things. There's a bit where they invest him in Edward Woodward, the character of the Equalizer, says, did you have to go for that? But they let him off because he helped out the piece. So that's what I mean. He sees the error of his ways. He sees salvation. Fucking hell, I'm going to listen here. And he becomes a new man, becomes a better man. So I kind of like that. I like the fact that they think this old woman is senile, she's do-like it, all in her head. But the Equalizer knows. He knows that this scumbag was starting to break in. He knows that this scumbag was starting to rob her. Again, being the Equalizer, he does the right thing. And that's why I always like the character as the Equalizer. I still think Edward Woodward, and I'm going to repeat myself. He does the right thing. I think he plays it good, and I still think he plays a good role. And it's like, even when you get to Series 2, he never leaves that role. He still stays as that character. I say that again because I love that word, character. And in Series 1, Series 6, I dilute it. I say I love the fact he has some dad sits. And as you know, he probably does use them more as the series goes on. But that's Series 6 of, as I say, Episode 6 of Series 1 of the Equalizer. But into them, be smart, be safe. Hopefully I'll do some more. But into them, see you later.